Chris Sanchez has exposed Meg's sleep with Obama's right-hand men to join U.S. politics flirt with everyone recently. Chris Sanchez, Harry and Meghan's bodyguard, broke silence about his affair rumor with the Duchess of Sussex. She sleeps with anyone, not just bodyguards. Various crazy reports suggest that Meghan Markle could land a major role in a sequel to The Bodyguard, but a radio presenter, Christopher, dismissed them. He claimed that the rumors are part of Meghan's digital strategy to bury real-life negative stories about herself and her bodyguards. Commenting on the report, podcaster Kingsley Schofield said, "I don't know who had the audacity to claim that Kevin Costner was considering Meghan for The Bodyguard, but what a ridiculous lie. The sequel to The Bodyguard was written for Diana. Kevin had a revised script on his desk the day Diana died." Early reports said that Kevin Costner is reportedly lining up Meghan Markle for the sequel. According to reports, Meghan and Harry had over 10 men on their security team, but 5 of them accused Meghan of ditching them after executively spending steamy nights with them. She exploited them and used them their service for free. Then they got sacked and new ones will be hired. To a large extent, you can get away with dating your bodyguards, since he is by necessity with you at home and out and about. Chris also said that Meghan asked him to assist her in a plot to sleep with former U.S. President Barack Obama's right-hand man. Then Meghan may blackmail Obama for assisting her in joining U.S. politics, or she can sell their recordings to the public to ruin Obama's reputation. Although Meghan believed that her idea was brilliant, Chris had always had respect for his old employer, so he denied Meghan's request, infuriating her and prompting her to terminate him. Chris also realized he had to act, so he sold his information to the press in order to expose Meghan's falsehoods and make her regret what she had done. So it's hard for anyone to point a finger. However, he's not marriage material for Meghan, as he is not rich. Fame is powerful and influential, and if she wanted a quiet Mr. and Mrs. lifestyle, she couldn't have had that with Harry, so it must all be about the adultery. Earlier, Harry conic Meghan red-handed being with the bodyguard Chris Sanchez. There would be photos of the outbursts that took place in the luxurious villa in Montecito, and the word divorce would no longer seem to be taboo in the New York car chase. The bodyguard also wore a tie with the same color as making stress how cute. Many people believe that Meghan is trying to imitate Diana right now. Down from the paparazzi chase to affairs and security guards, she used the security. He doesn't seem her type at all, so what's next wouldn't surprise me if she's trying hard to find a yacht so that she can be pictured in a swimsuit sitting alone at the end of the diving board, a la Diana, or maybe a picturesque part of the Taj Mahal. Why don't Harry and Meghan announce their separation? Now they are still highly involved with another one, promoting their mutual misery and coming up with project ideas to blacken the name of Harry's birth family, even though the family is uninvolved in their new lives in America. Nobody from the royal family will ever be a private conversation with Harry anymore in his lifetime, nor give him any marital advice or anything, because Harry will immediately go and give it to an interview to Oprah or write a book, sobbing that Charles and William were mean to him and said terrible things to him and made millions of dollars by talking about them. They lost trust in Harry by the way he wreaked vengeance on them. But it's not their phone that Harry was born second, or that William has 3 kids now, making Harry redundant. Everybody knew how succession works, including Harry himself, yet he's lying and acting as if he didn't know this all this life. Nobody, especially Kate and William, will trust Harry after how he blackened their names. Harry is full of bitterness and jealousy, and many people don't see it because he married a narcissist who was equally good at baiting the media. Charles and William worrying that Harry's mental health struggles are making him behave this way. But I don't want to get involved and give him a material to sell another gospel book about them. He's truly alone. Now the sad thing is William always looked out for Harry. We would have been Will's wingman before Markle came on the scene. William, Harry, and Catherine were very close relationship and best buddies, but Meghan Markle didn't like that. And Bethany Frankel ridicules Meg and Harry's post-royal lives. She tossed all chances in the trash. Reality star Bethany Frankel took the TikTok on Thursday evening to vent frustration at Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, claiming that their lives since leaving the royal family in 2020 have been the biggest box job ever the former Real Housewives of New York City star, shared a video on TikTok on Tuesday to discuss how to do Duchess of Sussex have been targeted by online criticisms since stepping down from their royal duties in 2020. In her own remarks about Harry and Meghan, Frank will appear to question both the couple and their publicist. When asked how could someone buy something so badly, she then expressed how she feels sorry for Harry and Meghan and claimed that the royals think their lives are fascinating. "I almost feel badly, like I think I do feel badly, because I can't imagine having so much of your fingertips and letting it all slip away because of living inside your own head and thinking every single thing that you do and say and want is so fascinating that you should be accepting awards and podiums around the world." Why reality started and claimed God forbid the couple were to split their all that each other, has seemingly referring to Harry's estranged relationship with his father King Charles and Prince William. Meanwhile, Meghan also has an estranged relationship with her father, Thomas Marcola. Franco continued her video by claiming that she'd never seen a box job like this in her life, describing it as "I can't imagine going from here to zero like that," she said, seemingly referring to their decision to leave the royal family. "Having money, having opportunities," she added, before calling Harry and Meghan two grifters and urging the couple to stay out of the spotlight, go away for a long time and basta, and close the mouth. Frankel then referred to the various ways that Meghan and Harry have recently made headlines, including the paparazzi car chase they experienced in May and the rumors that Meghan was becoming the face of Dior. "What goes on like just quiet down for a really long time, or just like go on like the real world or something, I don't know." While Franco didn't specify why she was speaking out about Meghan and Harry, she did address the backlash that she's previously faced for her opinions in the caption of her post, quote, "Remember you canceled me for stating the truth, remember it happened again," and it takes over her video. She wrote "the biggest box job ever" in the comments of the video, which has more than 276 views. Many viewers agreed with Frankel and claimed that her criticism about going on stage coverage of Harry and Meghan that was accurate. Recently, a royal commentator said it would be a humiliation for Meghan and Harry if they decide to return to the royal family. Back in 2020, the pair stepped down as working members of the royal family. They now live in California. And Meg deleted from Archie's birth papers after Pounds confirms Duchess used the surrogate Prince Harry and Meghan, quietly erased her first names from son Archie's birth certificate in an unprecedented move. Little Archie was born on May 6, 2019, and his birth was registered 11 days later before an amendment was made on June 5. The Taunt's birth paper is no longer the show Rachel Meghan as his mom. The unusual change occurred as rumors were growing of a rift between Harry brother William and their partners. They claimed that the move is a snub to the Prince and Princess of Wales, as all three of their children have Kate's names on the birth certificates. Days after the changes were made, Harry and Meghan walked away from the farm for his joint charity and had quit the royal family within months. The constant split from the royals was dubbed at Megxit by commentators. Lady Colin Campbell, who discovered the amendment, said it is extraordinary and raises all kinds of questions about what the Sussexes were even thinking at the time. Nikki Arbiter, the Queen's Express secretary, said the changes could be an early part of their plan. Royal expert Ingrid Seward added for a royal to change a birth certificate is unprecedented, but to remove 4 names is remarkable. This is proof that Meghan used surrogates. R2 was not born from her body. Fake royal reporter Omid Scobie, author of Finding Freedom, tweeted a statement from a spokesman for the couple addressing the change. The statement claimed the change of the name was dictated by the palace, as confirmed by documents from senior palace officials. It added that claims the decision was a snub to other members of the royal family would be laughable were it not offensive. Meghan also uses her royal title in other areas of her life, such as for her children's book, The Bench, for which her author name was listed as Meghan. The Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan, have since moved on to North America and welcomed their second child to the bed, whose birth certificate uses different names yet again, in this case according to TMZ, which claims to have seen Lily's birth certificate. The Duchess had her own name down as Rachel Meghan Markle. Meanwhile, Prince Harry reportedly listed his first and last name on Lily's birth certificate as the Duke of Sussex, His Royal Highness, which is also a change from what he used for Archie's, which is His Royal Highness Henry Charles Albert David Duke Sussex. Unlike UK birth certificates, the US required Meghan's maiden name and Harry's legal name for the certificate. Notably, Prince Harry called in lawyers months ago planned to divorce. Per Meghan Markle, the author and socialite Lady Colin Campbell is claimed she was commenting on reports that Harry has been spending time alone at 2 hotels, one nearest home in Montecito and one in a Lady Campbell told GB News there have been problems in the marriage supposedly for some time. I mean, I've heard from 5 totally reliable sources that Harry called in the lawyers some months ago the problems that the information doesn't necessarily match up with their public face. But of course their public faces to an extent slapped on for a monetary gain, and also if there are real problems in the marriage, which there do appear to be, Harry is going to have a heck of a time extricating himself because he's been very overt about all of his failings and all of his drug taking. And dirty Oprah leaks Meg's plan to sneak in Will's hotel and seduce him during his New York trip for Summit. Recently, Oprah accidentally revealed that Meghan plans to seduce William to get back into the royal family. Especially Will is going to New York for a summit, and she's planning to sneak into Will's hotel to begin to return to the royal family. William is expected to snub sing Prince Harry during his upcoming trip to the U.S. The feuding brothers are not currently on speaking the terms, and a reunion in the States is very, very unlikely. King Charles is reportedly the only senior member of the royal family that's still currently in contact with Meghan and Harry. On September 19th, the Prince of Wales will attend the second Earthshot Prize Innovation Summit at the UN. He had been due to attend the first summit in September 2022, but canceled the trip following the death of his grandmother. The other Shot Prize was founded by Prince William and the Royal Foundation in 2020. It's a global environmental competition aiming to find and provide a sustainable future for the planet by 2030. It comes as a new poll found that Prince Harry is more popular than Prince William in the U.S. The Duke of Sussex was liked by 48 and disliked by 24 during the second quarter of 2023, giving Harry a net approval rating of 24. The Prince of Wales was liked by 43 and disliked by 21, giving him a net approval rating of 22. However, the Princess of Wales is more popular than her husband and his brother, as she was liked by 46 and disliked by 11, leaving her with net approval rating of 35. The data comes from around 1,500 interviews conducted between April and June by YouGov. Meghan and Harry stepped down as working members of the royal family in 2020. They moved to California following a short spell in Canada and lived there. For the last 3 years since the party of the royal family, the Sussexes have launched multiple public attacks on the monarchy, including Meghan's infamous interview with Oprah Winfrey. In 2021, tensions between Prince William and Prince Harry have never been higher, with things between their wives also not being great. As a result, we already know that the Princess of Wales and the Duchess of Sussex did not see eye to eye, often before Mexico. Remember how Prince Harry wrote in his bombshell memoir Spare That Grimace when Meghan borrowed her lip gloss back in 2018. But it seems like Prince William also had an issue with his sister-in-law long before she and Prince Harry stepped down as senior members of the royal family in 2020, and there's a resurface video that's doing the rounds on social media that proves that wonderful things happen on TikTok, and one of the latest videos that we're really grateful for shows Prince William trying his absolute hardest to not make eye contact with the former Suits actress while the one's Fab Four were leaving a Christmas church service in 2018. It's interesting to note that this incident happened just 7 months after Harry and Meghan's royal wedding, which could suggest that the Princess and Princess of Wales hadn't gotten over the drama surrounding Princess Charlotte's bridesmaid dress, which allegedly made the Princess of Wales cry, although Meghan insists that she was the one who was up in tears. We guess we'll never find out the truth. The video was posted on TikTok by a royal account on June 29th, titled Remember That Christmas, where Meghan kept trying to catch William's eye and chat to him, but he was having none of it. And it seems like TikTok users did remember the incident and wasted no time in sharing their comments. One user said that Meghan simply embarrassed herself, while another stated that William totally blanked her, quote, haha, well, was like, don't even look in my direction. He knew all about her savage love. It knew respect for William, commented another. And Hollywood actor Tom Hanks and Meghan Markle team has ignited a firestorm of criticism. The beloved actor publicly vented his fury, claiming that Meghan's team blocked his wife Rita Wilson and several locals from accessing the beach. Tom Hanks, widely recognized as one of America's most beloved actors, and his wife, acclaimed actress and singer Rita Wilson, have been residents of Montecito for several years. They have always cherished the tranquility and beauty of Montecito Beach. However, a seemingly innocent day at the beach turned into a heated clash between local residents. Tom Hanks and Meghan Markle's security team, according to eyewitnesses, including some local residents who frequent the beach. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson arrived at the beach on a bright sunny afternoon, only to discover that access to their favorite spot was blocked. Puzzled by the unfamiliar sight of a security detail, Hanks approached the guards seeking an explanation. Tom Hanks publicly expressed his anger in an interview, stating that Meghan Markle's team had deliberately restricted access to the beach. Hanks argued that Montecito Beach has always been a public space accessible to all regardless of their social standing or celebrity status. The decision to block access seemingly contradicted the inclusive ethos that the beach had historically upheld. Following Tom Hanks' claims, there was an outpouring of support from numerous locals who expressed solidarity with the actor and his concerns. Many felt that it was unfair to give preferential treatment to Meghan Markle, especially if it meant compromising the rights of others. Some argued that celebrity residents like Hanks and Wilson had always respected the privacy and tranquility of their community. According to sources close to the couple, Prince Harry and his bride-to-be were looking to buy a mansion next to Tom Hanks and Ben Affleck, complete with a granny annex for Doria. Doria is said to be moving in with them and baby Archie in a 6-bedroom home near Ala's wealthy neighborhood of Pacific Palisades. A source told The Sun that Doria will be included in the plans for the new pad when Harry and Meghan move in. She doesn't want to be in their space. She is going to have a granny annex. The source did that while her mother is close to her. She doesn't trust many people outside of the circle of family and friends. They said that the family had been joking that they would now have a babysitter on tap, but the reality was that Doria was her biggest champion, and she didn't trust many people. The source said that while Harry has grown distant from his family, he has forged a close bond with Doria and is happy to include her as the family looks to sit down roots in LA. According to the source, Harry was receptive to the idea of living with his mother-in-law. The couple moved to the U.S. from Canada and have been renting a home near to the Furnaces, who are thought to have been in regular contact with them. They won't be moving house anytime soon, but they are both looking forward to living in Los Angeles. And Harry rages as Charles refused Harry to join royal family of Balmoral summer holiday rift. Never-healed Harry said to be in contact with Charles to join the royal family on a summer vacation to heal the rifts between them. However, this move does not seem to be very optimistic, given the damage that both Harry and his wife, Meghan, have caused to the institution and the royal family. The royals have been spending their summers in Scotland for many decades now, but they haven't always been happy for Prince Harry. The sprawling Balmoral estate evokes complicated memories from the past, and he previously revealed that visiting was very difficult while writing in his Towel memoir, Spare, which was released at the beginning of this year. The Duke of Sussex, who now lives in Montecito with his wife, Meghan, spoke of how a visit to Balmoral in the wake of a tabloid scandal was not a pleasant experience. The 38-year-old was recalling the moment he was photographed playing strip alerts at a hotel in Las Vegas in 2020. The royal was snapped in the nude, and the photos soon grabbed the headlines globally, but it was after this incident in the summer that prompted a trip to Baltimore to visit the family, and it's this moment that evoked some complicated emotions from his past. The father of two recalled the hotel moment detail that although he wrote about it with humorous tones, he explained the sense of shame that he felt. I berated myself. How had I let it happen? How had I been so stupid? Why had I trusted other people? My sense of guilt and shame made it harder. Moments to draw a clean breath. Even speaking of Bob Morell and his view on it, he added, I fled to Scotland, met up with my family at Balmoral. It was August, and they were all there. Yes, I thought, yes, the one thing missing from the Kafka is Nightmare, is Balmoral with all its complicated memories, and the pending anniversary of Mummy's death. Just stays away, however, at the time, it seems Prince Harry was met with a sense of empathy from his father, King Charles, about the incident soon after my arrival. I'm at Pod, nearby Burke Hall, to my surprise, to my relief. He was gentle, even bemused. He felt for me, he said he'd been there, though he'd never been without clothes on the front page, as Harry mentioned in the book. A while moral holds dramatic connotations for him, with it being the residence where he and his brother received the tragic news of their mother, Princess Diana's death from a car crash in 1997. Since then, however, the residence, considered a favorite by the Way Queen, continues to be the summer holiday location of choice for many of the senior members of the royal family. Royal News previously reported that this year guests will likely include the Prince and Princess of Wales and their 3 children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, as well as the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh and Princess Anne and the Duke of York. However, it's not clear whether the Sussex family will make the trip from Montecito, Scotland. Harry and Meghan have officially vacated Frogmore College at the UK home gifted to them by the Queen Elizabeth a year before their royal exit.